Good evening, Gooners. Welcome to the Gooner Booth. It's the FA Cup. Look, I like the FA Cup. I look forward to that every year. It's the third round. We're away to Portsmouth, so that should be a. You'd think it'd be a straightforward game, but let's wait and see. We're going to get into the starting 11. We're going to have a look at the. We're going to have a chat about the Liverpool game. I think a little bit of therapy before we get into that. If you're new around here, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and get involved in the comments. Dave, good evening. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, good evening. Not too bad. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we ain't got Wayne tonight. Wayne's busy, occupied, family things. So not a problem. Wayne, if you're around, tune in, mate. Leave your comments. But all Wayne has left us, he's starting 11. So the show must go on. Cool. Before we get into the Portsmouth preview, now that the dust has settled a little bit, let's just rewind a bit and go back to that Liverpool game. What since listening to the media, is your any additional thoughts, Dave, on that game?
Basically, I thought Slot come out and was amicable with his comments after the game, with the whole Martinelli issue and everything like that. Our general play of the game, Liverpool basically didn't have any strikers, so they basically sat behind the ball and tried to hit us on the counter, but they never really had a shot on target. Obviously, Conor Bradley's hit the bar, but that was from a mistake from us. So they never really opened us up, which was to be expected. Look, they come for a draw. They got a draw. It was the onus should have been on us. We was at home and we didn't break them down. Everyone sort of got on Arteta's back about it, like saying that he's done it all wrong. Look, at the end of the day, he's made a load of attacking substitutions. So he's brought Gabriel Jesus on, he's brought Martinelli, he's brought Eze, he's brought Madueke. You know, the thing that what's bugged me is why. Now, I've been someone who's been saying about Gyökeres, but why he didn't change it at half time or at when Gyökeres come off, he didn't put Moreno on for him instead. Because it was it looked like a Moreno type sort of game where a cross into the box and an header was going to be the name of the game in that one, because it was wet. It was a dirty game weather-wise. Tone, you was out there, mate. You were suffering it, weren't you?
Well, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I got drenched. I was in the upper tier, so the stand covers. So I could obviously it was hammering down. The rain was like people in the lower tiers. You could see they were getting soaked.
Yeah,
and it weren't the greatest of conditions to play a game.
No, so this is what I mean by playing like little dink balls over the top. They're always going to skip on with the rain.
Yeah,
aren't they?
There was a few for Saka that just as soon as he hit the grass, he went straight to the goalkeeper.
Skips on, doesn't it? With the rain, it's very slick. You're not going to be able to control it. You ain't going to be able to put backspin on the ball. It just skips forward all the time. So at the end of the day, I think, look, the point against Liverpool is not terrible because everyone else is not consistent, as I said the other day. So if everyone else would have been consistent, then it would be a big problem for us. But it's not at the moment. Look, we play Forest, I think, away.
Got Forest away, then United at home. I fancy us in both of them games. So
yeah. So, and also we've got all the cup. Look, we can take our eye off it just for a minute. Just relax. Look, we've got Portsmouth. Look, listen, if we do our job properly against Portsmouth, and I'm not worried in any shape or form, whatever team he plays, because they should all be good enough to beat Portsmouth, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not disrespecting the cup. Macclesfield have knocked out Crystal Palace today.
Oh, yeah, I see that earlier today. I was like, wow.
That's like 171 places they are behind. They're National League North. They're not even in the National League. They're the one below that. So
yeah, I mean, fair play to the manager, Crystal Palace manager. He come out and sort of said the under 21s would have done better today. My team were atrocious.
He said they totally deserved it.
Some managers don't actually have that sort of honesty. So I was I was like, Joe, what? No, God, don't slag your players off in public. But Joe, he's gone. No, look, I'm going to call it.
No, he's just told the truth. You're better off telling the truth, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. But that's the FA Cup though. That's the magic of the FA Cup.
That's the magic of the cup.
Hopefully we're not part of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully not part of that. We should, we hopefully fire on all fronts come the end of the weekend. Still, I think that Portsmouth should be quite comfortable. I've just had a look at some of their stuff. I mean, they've got quite a lot. They've got a lot of injuries. They're hammered with injuries. They've got 9 people. I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. For a club like Portsmouth,
Toby Bishop.
Are they Championship or are they League One? I think
They
they're
are.
League
They
One.
are Championship. Yeah,
Oh,
they're 21st in the Championship.
Yeah,
they're just
so
in the
bottom of the
relegation zone.
Championship,
So
League One. They are League One quality team.
it could be one of them games where, in them sort of teams and them sort of games, they might look at it and go,
Fratton Park is a cauldron. They've got
yeah, no, it is.
fanatical fans at Fratton Park.
It
We've
is.
been there before in Premier League games and FA Cup games, haven't we? You know?
Yeah, they do. It's a good atmosphere. It's a good little ground, and I do remember their days when I was in the Premier League, where old Harry Redknapp took over, and they had like Carnu, Campbell.
Teams,
do you remember, that time they had a good little Prem team, didn't they? Yeah. That's some really good players. But that was it. Kanjar, is that his name, the midfielder?
Yeah, Cranchar. That's
Cranchar. There we go. Yeah, the coach. Yeah, he was good. He was good as well.
Guy.
So yeah. He was. They had a good little team. Look, I think that it's one of them games where does the Portsmouth manager look at it and go, Joe, what? I'm fighting relegation here. Do we just go out and not get battered? Or it could be they're going to go for it. They want a cup run. You never know, do you, in these situations? But looking at their stats, it looks like they're heavily led with injuries, which is probably a worse thing as well, because you might have a youngster playing for Portsmouth that's going to be well up for playing this game as well. So look, any game, you take nothing for granted. You turn up, you're away from home. It's probably going to be cold and horrible. It's going to be one of them FA Cup games that as a player, you're not really looking forward to, because especially if you're a European footballer, like if you're, a player that's used to a warm climate, you hate these sort of winter games. But yeah, I think that Arteta, right? Does he? I'll put it in the chat. Does he heavily rotate for this game, or do you think that he keeps the 11 that played on Thursday, or maybe makes a slight few tweaks? Obviously, Nkapé is probably out for this one. I think he is out. I think it's been confirmed. Do you literally go same 11, go and make up for Thursday? Or does he rest them all? Is it because I'm back to Thursday and I'm going to swing throughout the show, guys. Probably I'm going to swing backwards and forward, because it's important to preview this game, looking back as well as looking ahead of this game. Were they knackered, or was that just a bad performance? Because I was actually reading up on honestly over the Premier League. There was quite a lot of draws, and a lot of teams.
A lot of football. They've been playing every 3 days, haven't they?
Yeah, I think if we're being fair, you go, a lot of football was played during the Christmas period. Maybe they all literally were knackered, But then I sort of look at Arteta and go, right, yeah, the players were shit. But then should you have not rotated and used that squad more? Then you're playing Liverpool. Would we have then, if we'd have got beaten to Liverpool and he's played?
You do know though that we had the best. We had the best record over the Christmas period. We actually won all 4 games.
Yeah.
So we managed that period quite well. Obviously,
and that was key, right? Yeah, that was key. But I really hate the arguments of Arsenal to lose now. No one wins the league in January. I'm sorry.
Oh no, not yet.
I hate that. That's the narrative that's being thrown out there. And one thing I do want to mention. I don't know if anyone watching. Let me know if you heard these comments. Gary Neville and Roy Keane saying that Martinelli's got no class. Now, look, I don't condone what Martinelli did. He was in the heat at the moment, and I think if you look at the replay, I think his back was slightly turned. So I don't think you see how he twisted his knee. Bradley, it looked like a really bad one, to be fair. So in them sort of moments, I don't think he realised that he was actually injured, and he's come out and said sorry. Right, let's move on. I'm seeing things about wanting him to be sanctioned, wanting him to be fined, wanting him to be banned.
Retrospective action and all that.
Yeah, it's like, no, just move on. If I don't know, people probably watch this, or rivals would be going, oh, well, if it was your player, you'd be going just as nuts. Well, not really. If the player come out and sincerely apologise, and it was in the heat of the moment, then you just have to move on. Go, okay, well, at least he apologised.
Can I give my 2 pennies worth here on this one?
Yeah, I just want to say that Roy Keane and Gary Neville are the last people to be talking about class. Well, Roy Keane especially. That guy used to break players' legs just for fun. Right?
Oh yeah, we all didn't.
Right? Harry didn't get done for assault against Haaland.
The father.
The father, that is, yeah. when he done that was horrific. He had no intention of playing the game. He literally just wanted to break his legs. He ended the guy's career. How he got to carry on.
He did get banned quite a long time for that, didn't it? Because
Yeah,
he
but
in his
he
book
still got
that he
to
was
ball,
meant
mate.
to do it on purpose.
Pick the ball. That to me, that's assault. You know, he had no intention of playing for it. He literally went on that pitch.
It was a naughty tackle. If you look it up, the tackle.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to look it up, today,
I've seen it.
mate,
I've seen it. It was
you
awful.
probably won't play the rest of the season if you
It
do
was
that
awful.
today.
Surprised he could walk after it. To be fair, that's horrific. What I'm saying is, him and Gary Neville have no right to sit there and go, "Oh, he's got no class." No, like just you can't talk, you pair of wankers. But yeah, sorry, what was you going to say, Dave?
Martinelli's an idiot.
No, he's an idiot. He was. He's an idiot. He shouldn't have done it.
We can't stick up for him.
He shouldn't have done it.
He's an idiot. The guy, he's totally tried. He's read a situation. He's read it wrong. Yeah. And he's an idiot, right? And he's tried to be sort of that guy who's big and aggressive, which I'm not being funny. Martinelli dives a lot, so maybe that's why he's thinking people are time wasting, because he time wastes a lot. So it has every action has a counter reaction type of thing, doesn't it? Anyway, after that, he's come out and he's apologised, as you said, Tone. If you listen to Slot, the Liverpool manager, he's come out and said if he reckons that if Martinelli would have known that Bradley was as injured as he was, he wouldn't have done it.
No, he wouldn't have done it.
And Bradley's come out and he said he accepts Martinelli's apology as well. So if Bradley's okay with it, Slot's okay with it, Martinelli's okay with it, why has everyone else got a beef with it? But mainstream media, it's the narrative to get on our back, isn't it?
No, exactly.
It's another one, isn't it?
Exactly. I think I think York should start tomorrow. Which is actually a good little segue. Should we get into starting 11?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne couldn't join us tonight, but he has given us his predicted 11. Let us know in the comments if you agree with it. Let's get into it. Dave, I think Gabriel and Saliba at the back. I think he's right there. I think he'll go with that. Kepa in goal, definitely. I think he probably got promised the cup games. Benny White at right back makes sense for me as well. The only thing I would say that he probably won't do, Littman, is I reckon when Yeri won't play this game, I reckon he's going to go out on loan. I don't think he'll be surprised if he's in the squad. Or
I was going to say the exact same point.
So Eze will probably play that. Yeah, I think Eze will play that number 10 role, and I reckon he'll probably go Martinelli on the left.
He'll be cup tied.
Yeah. I think Martinelli on the left, and he'll probably put Eze through the middle. Jesus up front, I don't think he'll go with. I think he'll go with York. I think he's gonna. I think York needs some goals, right? And I think whether he gets them against a lower league team like Portsmouth and the FA Cup,
he needs a couple. He
needs a few goals, right? And I don't think this is the right game. I think play him another 60 minutes, right? Get him, see if he gets a goal.
Try and leave him on an 80. Try and give him.
I think give him 90 minutes. Give him 90 minutes.
Run him right. Let him fucking. Sorry to excuse my French, but let him run right and run himself into the ground. Let's see you move about. Let's see you throw yourself about against League One Championship defenders. These are all our boys. Come on, I want to see you chuck yourself about now.
Yeah.
I want to see you start dominating defenders at this level. Come on, you're better than these guys. Come on,
Yeah, I think I've got a feeling he's going to start Rice and Zubimendi in this game. I don't know why.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Arteta's a very safe guy, right? He's not gonna.
God, that's ultra safe, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna play. I reckon he's gonna go full strength, and then he'll start making changes when we've sort of got a few goals behind us.
So our next game is what? Chelsea away
on
Tuesday or
Wednesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday, mate. Yeah, Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday. But is the question I want to ask also about that game is, I know we're looking at starting 11, but a quick one is, because Cucurella got sent off in the last game, is he banned for our game in the next one? Because obviously they've lost Caicedo already. Because he's suspended.
He should be because the League Cup is linked to the Premier League, isn't it?
Well, there you go. Because he got a straight red, so it should be 3 games. Yeah, he got a straight red for pulling that guy down.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, or was it 2 yellows?
I didn't see it, to be fair.
I
I'm
think
doing
it's a
Arsene
red.
Wenger on you, man. I didn't see it.
I must admit, I didn't see it, but my daughter was telling me.
We'll have to have a look. We'll have to have a look. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got a Chelsea preview early this week, so we'll jump on that.
We'll keep up with that.
I'll do some more digging on that. Yeah.
We've got to see who's going to be available for that, because what that does is it sort of determines what team we play here in a way. Because listen, we want Eze and Madweki to be up to speed. So why wouldn't we give these like 60 minutes in this game to try and give them another run at? That's why I believe he brought them on in the last game. If you know what I mean.
I would honestly throw Ranieri into this game. I think Wayne's right. I think he should. I reckon. But as I said, I think he's going out on loan. I think that's
but if he's going out on loan, that would make him cup tied.
Yeah,
that decreases his value. It depends on where
he's going to Bournemouth, isn't he? Is he going out on Bournemouth? And he's going to Bournemouth.
Bournemouth got. Did they lose?
Did they get through?
It was like 3-3 going into penalties. I didn't see who won it in the end.
I'll have to look. I've not really. Did they go through on penalties? Bournemouth.
Basically, Bournemouth equalised in extra time, added time. So it was like 122 or whatever it was minutes, and then Bournemouth got it to 3-3, and then there was penalties, and I didn't see who come out on top.
No, Newcastle. So they're out.
So Bournemouth are out. So
So then
it
won't really matter.
We can play him if he's going to Bournemouth. Then we can play him because it won't matter really, will it?
No.
But then he's going to play for Bournemouth then if they ain't in the FA Cup. So I mean, that's the greatest club for him at the moment.
Yeah. I don't actually mind that because the manager's not too bad at Bournemouth. I think he's he's a manager that wants to play football. He gets the ball down. So it might be good for him in that sort of team. Let's see how he gets on. But yeah, I don't think he will play tomorrow. But I would love to see him through the middle tomorrow because I think he would be up for it. But yeah, I think that the striker thing is going to be interesting to me tomorrow. I think Yok should stay in the squad. He needs to get out of this little rut. And I know what in a way, I think I was a little bit angry on Thursday evening with regards to my comments about him, but he is frustrating a lot of people right now. And I think that if he gets a goal, that game at Burnley, right? His hold-up play was good, but then he was going down the channels. Is he being coached? Is he being overcoached? Like Wayne said, is he being told to stay in one position and not move from left to right? Whereas most number 9 strikers, if they're not in the game and the game's not going their way, they'd run the channels.
Stay between the sticks. Stay between the sticks. Make your late runs in between the sticks.
I feel like the way we play, and I know this is a narrative that everyone's going up. We need to stop saying, "Oh, it's the way we play." He's got to get used to our style, which he does. But I think the way we play and the way we're set up, he can't be in between the sticks. I don't think that role is there.
It doesn't exist. You are correct. You are definitely.
If you're playing a 4-4-2, right, like we've all suggested that maybe Havertz might play a role in this in the future, where Havertz can be that, when you're playing a low block team, maybe you sort of either drop Odegaard deep with Rice, or you drop Odegaard altogether, and you play a flat 4-4-2, and Havertz goes up top with Gyökeres. And he plays that floating sort of number 9 behind Gyökeres.
Mm-hmm.
Right, then Gyökeres can afford to just stay put and play in between the sticks. But I think if he's up top on his own, I think that the running's good. No, but I think maybe he's gonna have to work the channels to get any joy. But I think I don't. But then what's Arteta telling him? That's going to be there's been loads of comments about Yok this week.
With him, he's chasing shadows because what he's being told is the off the ball stuff. So he's trying to get closer to press, but he's not getting nowhere near the press at the moment. Basically, what I said the other night, he's basically chasing shadows at the moment. Gyökeres, he can't get close enough to affect the play off the ball, and then when the ball's coming flashing across the box, he should be in there chucking his it's been happening 2 or 3 times now where he should have been there and he ain't there, and that's where if you're the striker, bread and butter striker, we've seen strikers, haven't we? That's where they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're goal hanging. They're waiting for the rebounds. They're waiting for the little parries. They're waiting for the easy little tap-ins, aren't they? They get 8 to 10 goals a season by just doing that, don't they? The good ones,
Yeah. No. I completely agree, and I think if you look at the lower league or the lower end of the Premier League table, the strikers, they're on the end of them crosses. I'm sorry.
Oh,
They are,
yeah,
because
yeah. Danny Welbeck. Danny
Yeah.
Welbeck, mate. I'm
Danny
telling
Welbeck
you,
would have
he'd
been
be
on the end of that.
one of them.
You know,
Two of them. He's on the end of them, mate. He ain't messing about.
it's I don't quite know what's going on with the guy. I really don't. I mean, there's a few people watching. Welcome to the channel, guys. If let us know, you ought to start this game, or do you think you should change it up? Let us know. The only thing that sort of worries me a little bit is Marino in midfield. Right, I genuinely think he's a better striker than he is a number 8.
I think in this game against Portsmouth, I think we can cover that in midfield.
Yeah, no.
Listen, they ain't going to have better pace. They're not going to have. They're not going to be as good as Moreno in midfield. I'm sorry, they're not. They're not going to run all over us. They can't.
I'll be shocked if they do run all over us, because a lot of their first team players are out injured.
You know, I'm not disrespecting them, but it's levels, isn't it? You know, it's just
yeah.
levels.
I'm not like, we're not saying it's going to be Man City 10-1 like that was today. I mean, bloody hell, we're talking about it off air. That they had. Did they have to play their full strength team against Exeter?
Yeah, no, they pretty much did play all their attackers.
Haaland was up front.
All their defenders are injured, so they went all out attack.
They went literally Premier League full 11.
Yeah, Haaland. That was the first time he had ever played in the third round of the FA Cup.
Yeah,
Haaland.
That's
Reinders. I don't know if Foden was on. I didn't see him score, but I know. Listen, they had 2 own goals scored for them by Exeter as well. So it was all gravy for them. Loads of confidence built. But listen, we've got Portsmouth, easy ones. These ones should be the easy ones leading you up to like quarterfinals. So let's not mess up. We've got to do our job.
I want an FA Cup run this year, and I sound greedy because I want the Premier League. I'd
Carabao Cup first, mate.
Look, I love the FA Cup, and we have got a good record. We're obviously the holders in terms of the most FA Cups won. So I'd love us to have a good run this year. We got knocked out by United last season, and that was a bit gutting because they weren't too great. But yeah, I think the starting 11. I think he can afford to make a lot of changes. They've got enough. Like Eze needs a good 80 minutes, 85 minutes, because he looked a bit lost when he come on against Liverpool. Like he not touched the ball in a while, and he hasn't really not on a match day. So it's an opportunity for them to. I know it's only Portsmouth, but go out there and do a job. You know, even Norgard. Now Norgard, I feel a little bit sorry for him, but I think he understands his role. But when he's come on for us, he has done a decent job. Like in the Champions League, he went centre half, done a good job. Yeah. In midfield, he's very tidy as a player, and he doesn't do a lot wrong for me. So I'm happy for him to come back in. But it's just Marino's not really, for me, he's not a replacement for Rice.
No, 2 different type of players, isn't they? One's more. Marino's not athletic. He can't get around the pitches like Rice. Anyway, that's for starters. But put Moreno. I'd say Moreno's got a better finish than Rice has in the box. You know, not a better set piece, not a dead ball sort of situation. But who do you want? Moreno to take one touch and finish it. You'd probably say him than Rice, wouldn't you? Inside the box, you know, he's more clinical.
Yeah,
he proved it. You wouldn't imagine it, but yeah, the guy can actually finish, can't he?
No, he's a great striker. Let's be honest. When he
his numbers. He put up numbers. You know, his numbers are good, aren't they? You know. So.
I mean, would there be temptation to play Marino up front for this game?
Well, no. I would say there's more temptation to play Marino against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Away.
We haven't spoken about the guy. Havertz is back.
Well, this is what I was thinking, because I think it'll be a rotation on this Portsmouth game. It'll be a rotation. Gyökeres will start, and then it'll be a rotation between Havertz and Jesus. Now, I would say Jesus has got more chance of playing against Chelsea than what Havertz is. So that means that I reckon on about 65, 70 minutes, Havertz will come on for Gyökeres in this game. So then that will leave Jesus and Moreno for the next game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So unless Gyökeres scores 2 or 3 goals, I don't think he plays against Chelsea. That's what I reckon for that. It's just the way I feel, and the way it'll all prove it when the lineups are announced tomorrow. That what sort of teams he's playing in the next 2-3 games, because there's going to be a lot of changes and there's going to be a lot of moving parts in these 2 games, isn't there?
Yeah. No, it's a shame that Max Dowman is still got an ankle injury because he's got apparently still got an ankle injury.
Mate, I reckon he
would
would have
had
played a lot more.
he would have. I reckon, yeah, it would have been a few games he would have come on.
Drawed some free kicks, get some penalties.
Yeah, and he's really good at. Even against Liverpool, I reckon. I don't think he would have put him against Liverpool, but I think he's
the guy's when he's 18,
he's got no
19,
fear.
20, mate,
that's one player that I think we need to try and build to incorporate in that first 11, like we did with Saka.
Yeah.
But I think unfortunately Saka's good. Saka's one of our best players, but he got a bit of luck. We had loads of injuries at the point where he come in at left back, didn't he?
Yeah.
He played left back. I think he'd been at right back. Then he moved on to the right side.
Yeah.
So look, we've got some good talent in there. But I think that Madueke should get a full game. Although if we don't need to make changes, I don't think he should. I think maybe 80 minutes, maybe Trossard on for Martinelli, or do you know what I mean? Like,
you're going strong. You would go strong for this game, would you, Tony?
I don't think we need. I think we can afford to put Rice on the bench, Saka on the bench. Again, Raya doesn't need to be anywhere near the team. Again, we can afford to put him on the bench. White will come on. I reckon he'll do a decent job. My worry is Saliba and Gabriel having to play this game, because I reckon if Nkapé and Mascara was fit, they both would have slotted in at centre half for this game. So that's quite
Fury's out as well, isn't he? So
it's quite gutting actually that we couldn't do a little bit of rotation of our centre halves, because we've still got loads of Premier League games to play. There's still a running. January's quite a difficult month for us as well to navigate. And you look at them and go, if one of them gets an injury, we are screwed in the sense that we've got no more centre halves at the moment.
Well, Gurhey from Crystal Palace as a little side note.
Well,
there's a lot more rumours, and it's picking up traction that he may be coming to the Arsenal.
I've seen that, and do you know what? I feel like he would get game time because he would rotate.
He can play left and right, can't he?
Yeah, he can rotate in there. The only thing is at the moment, if you're him, you're going to start Crystal Palace surely, because you get a better deal at the end of the season.
At the end of 12 months, don't you?
Yeah, I think if someone puts an offer in, Palace will have to entertain it because they're going to want money for it. Yeah. But if we get Gay, I think
you think about it though. He could do a system change. He could do a tactical change if we get Gurley. He could go to 3 at the back. Like he could do a 3-5-2. If Havertz is back with Gyökeres. Now we've all been to, and you can have Saka and you can have Martinelli, but they're playing more wing backs, and they've played that anyway, haven't they? As you've just said. Saka started off as a wing back. Martinelli does good defensive work on that side as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's quick. Yeah.
So them two can play wide. Then you got your 3 midfielders. Then you got your 2 strikers, and one can play slightly behind the other, can't they? See now, if you had Gurhey, I think he is perfect to play sort of right side centre back, and you'd have probably Saliba in the middle doing the sweeper. And Gabriel on the left, wouldn't you? And you'd have Gurley on the right, and then Saliba in the middle. And then I think that could possibly work.
I can't. Although as I would like him to come to us, I can see.
Yeah, he won't change.
I can see City. I can see City coming in and offering stupid money that Crystal Palace can't turn down.
Well, if it was you, even though we're Arsenal fans, but if it was you, you got more chance of playing at Liverpool and at City than you have at Arsenal, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's a fact.
And World Cup year as well. It's a World Cup year.
Yeah. And he's Tuchel's number 1, isn't he? Centre half.
He's a good player, isn't he?
He's a really good player, and he's a good ball playing centre half. I think that's what I can see why Bert's probably inquired about it, and it's a cheap deal to get done as well at the moment. You probably get him for 20 mil,
25 mil because he's on his last year. He's on the last 6 months, isn't he?
So. Look, I can't see it, but if we'd done it, I'd be like, it'd be another one of them. It'd be more of them. Us stopping City getting him as well. I think
exactly. That's the one that I'm saying. It's almost worth buying him just to stop them getting him.
Yeah, because if they get him and they've got Semenyo, they're strengthening him into that time.
Ferguson would do that all the time. He used to do that all the time, mate.
Yeah, but I don't think it'd be a hard deal to get done. I think he would come to us because
I think he don't mind.
There's plenty of games we've played, and look at the injuries we've had in the squad. So definitely would. And if you've got looking at the starting 11, you see him alongside Big Gab,
Saliba and Gabriel.
You take that. Although he had a bit of a shocker today against old Macclesfield.
Yeah, but his head's not in it no more.
Yeah.
See, he's coming to the Arsenal. See, he ain't playing for him no more. He scored against Arsenal.
He's cup
He didn't
tired now,
celebrate.
isn't he?
Yeah, see, the old conspiracy theories are out now, boy.
Yeah. Cool. Look, been on stream for half an hour.
That sounds good, boy. Sounds good, mate.
What's your score predictions, mate?
I'm gonna go for a tidy 4.
4, yeah.
Do I think Portsmouth get one? Nah, 4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0. I'm gonna go 2-0. I feel like because they've got so many injuries, they're at home. I feel like they're gonna, for some reason, I've got a feeling they're gonna do low block. Everyone does fucking low block against us.
Yep.
And it'll probably be what they're trying to hit us on the break. But obviously with the quality, we'll just overshadow them a little bit. I reckon 2-0. 2-0.
Yep.
Goal from a set piece, probably. So we break them up. Look, York needs to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying 4, because this guy's got to get 2 at least for me. He's got to get 2 to start the next game against Chelsea. Otherwise, I'm dropping.
Yeah.
And I must admit, you can only keep on going with this guy for so long. And then he's got to come back in, isn't he? So
yeah, if he doesn't score tomorrow and he starts, I feel
we've got to start talking, haven't we?
It's getting worrying for him now. I think he needs to pick up a little bit of form. Just look, if I'm him, just go for it. Like he doesn't. You don't see him talking to Saka or
get a yellow card, smash into Bods.
Like, you don't mind.
About.
But one thing that someone mentioned to me in the ground, and actually I will actually look out for this, and I did in the highlight. I watched the highlights back, and I do watch. He doesn't say anything to the wingers. He don't go like do it early, cross it early, cross it early.
I'm there, slip me through. You know.
I want to. In a way, you shouldn't condone any of this stuff, but in a way, you want him to get frustrated with the players around him, but he doesn't. Like, there's been moments where Saka's taking stupid shots, and he then jogs back. Whereas a good striker or a passionate striker will go, put their hands up.
But he ain't got the credit in the bank with our club yet, has he?
No,
he's like, this is what I mean. When he scored 20 goals, then he can start saying these things. He ain't got the credit in the bank yet, has he?
But you want him to not suffer in
you
silence.
You want him to show.
You want him to go, come on, get it in early, or make that run. But it's a hard one because that Crystal Palace game in the cup, we was whipping balls in left, right, and centre, and the game that he weren't up front. We had about 18 crosses in that game, right, more than most games that we've had, and he weren't on the pitch. And then we go and play. Was it Bournemouth away or wherever it is, or we played Villa at home, or I can't remember which round it was.
There was nothing like it.
There wasn't hardly any crosses in the game, so he's moving from left to right and getting marked out of the game. So we see what happens. Look, tomorrow should hopefully be a comfortable watch. It should be a nice bit of rotation, and I love the FA Cup. This part of this, especially with the giant killings. Hopefully, we're not one of them. We do our job tomorrow, but yeah, this is a good time of year with the FA Cup, and we won a cup one. Yeah, there's a few. Obviously, break from the Premier League, isn't it? We got then we go on to Chelsea, which will be previewing guys to jump on Tuesday evening. I think it will be. And then
hopefully good results, and we'll come on the match reaction tomorrow, or
match reaction tomorrow. We should have Wayne back tomorrow.
Happy days.
We'll jump on tomorrow evening, guys. Yeah, have your roast dinners and then jump on and join us. It'll probably be in the evening. We'll discuss the game, break it down. Hopefully, we're discussing a York couple of goals and a nice win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good.
Loving that. Thank you for jumping on and watching, guys. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow for the reaction. Come on, you Gunners. See you later.
Gunners. Take it easy, guys. Tough. Bye.